Hey, how y'all doing? Appreciate y'all being here. Miss Barbara had to take the pound puppy for a walk. She was uh, she was about to go into whining mode. She always does that about the time we go live. But I want to thank y'all for being here. She'll be back in just a minute. I see her right there, as a matter of fact. It's a nice sunny day here in southeast Alabama. We are on the banks of Lake Eufaula. We've spent the day, most of the morning out there on the lake, well, at the bay shore, on the lake shore, and soaking up the sunshine. We've been out there for about 3 days running now, and we've just, I guess, really for the past month, we've basically been on the water, whether it be salt water on the Gulf of Mexico or here on Lake Eufaula. We'll be here for a couple of more weeks. While we're here, Miss Barbara says we have to sell the house.
Yes.
And she's right about that, because if Biden and their administration has their way, then we're going to end up, the Fed's going to jack up the interest rates and won't nobody be able to buy nothing. So we kind of keeping that in mind and trying to get on the ball and get this done. It needs to be done. Walking Wanderings is here. Papa Drew's RV is here. Traveling Merton and Sue, thank y'all for being here. Our moderator Mel and Nettie Living Free Zip Codeless is here. And also John from Over the Hill RVing is here. It's good to see y'all. We're going to play a little trivia today. You've all had fun with RV trivia in the past, and hopefully you'll remember some of these answers. And we're going to give away a $10 Amazon e-gift card, and I'm going to try my best keep track of who wins at the end of this live stream.
And more importantly, you need to tell me who wins.
Yeah, I forgot to tell her that that Roy and Becky had won a gift card. I'm so sorry.
That's so I sent them an extra $5.
That's what I get for hosting a live stream by myself. But anyway, she's right here, so she's going to know who the winner is. And there you go. Dan, the vintage RVer. Dan, good to see you. Dan's been out busy with his siphoning hose and his gas can. That's how he's fighting the high gas prices and inflation.
Hello, Austin.
Austin Hernandez is here. Sharp-dressed man.
He is.
And smart, too.
Very smart.
It's good to see you here, Austin. Proud that you're here. If you're here, go ahead and say something in the chat so we can say hello to you. There's 15 of you in the room, and we're only seeing about 7 or 8 of you making comments. So we'd love to know you're here. You don't have to, but just type something in there and say hey. And again, we are at Hardridge Creek. It's a Corps of Engineer campground on Lake Eufaula, on the Alabama side. Our brother and his daughter and wife are on the other side of the lake.
They are.
And they've been coming over here. We've been going over there, and he brought his boat, and he's been chauffeuring us back and forth and giving us some fun out on the water.
Yeah.
And they had a little issue last night. We were all hanging out here on the beach on the Alabama side of Lake Eufaula, and they got back to their RV last night, and water was dripping out of it.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for a
neighbor
who noticed the water dripping out of the RV and secured their water supply, it could have been worse. But I understand that a feed line in the bathroom broke. And I meant to ask my brother whether or not he has a regulator. But the water pressure here at the Corps of Engineer camps in Alabama tend to be pretty high. We're talking anywhere varies between 80 and 100 PSI. And we don't run ours any more than 55 psi for that very reason. We got in that habit with an older RV, Matilda, the original, and so I bought one of those 45 to 55 RV water pressure regulators, and then I finally got one that had a gauge on it, and I could adjust it. And I run it right at about 50 psi, between 45 and 50 psi. Now, that doesn't make for the most exciting showers in the world, but at least you're not going to come home and find your RV flooded. And another thing we tend to do when we're gone for an extended period, I'll just walk around the RV and secure the water, and we'll go on and do our business, be gone for several hours. And that way we have peace of mind knowing that while we're gone, we don't have a feed line somewhere, a water supply line that breaks and, gives you that kind of trouble. But there's all kinds of little tricks. The most important trick is a regulator. And I actually have a couple of these set regulators, 45 to 55 PSI. So I'm going to make sure he has one. He probably already has one, but I didn't ask him. But the water pressure here it can be upwards of 80 or 90 psi or more. So for an older RV with older plumbing, that can be an issue. Anyway, they got it fixed, and they got the fans going and the windows open all day last night and all day today, and they say they're on the mend. So they're drying that thing out. Slow Momentum is here. KT in the house, picking up in Indiana for Texas. KT, if you don't know, Slow Momentum is a transporter. They transport RVs, him and Miss BJ. They transport RVs for a living. We've got several friends in the RV community that do that, transport RVs. They have to get from point A to point B. So they have to get there somehow. When was the last time you saw a semi-trailer with RVs loaded on it? You don't. Because transporters like BJ and KT, they get them from point A to point B. And from what I understand, they pretty much stay busy.
It seems to be.
They stay on the road.
Yeah.
I've already said hello to Traveling Merton and Sue.
Over the Hill RVs.
Hope everybody's having a great Sunday. Yes, we are.
So you say hello to John?
John said hello to John.
Hello to Sandy and Phil?
Yes. No, I didn't. Sandy and Phil, good to see y'all. We're going to play trivia today, RV trivia.
You mentioned our moderator here.
Yep.
Okay.
And they say sell, sell, sell.
Yeah.
We got to.
All right. I'm catching up. I'm just catching my breath. I made Cody... 2 minutes before the show, she decided she needed to go pee. And it was either her going to hound us for an hour or I go take her, and I made her pee real fast. Now I'm catching my breath.
Dan, the vintage RVer says, I may start buying old RVs and create a tiny house community.
Hey.
Yeah, Uncle Uncle Icky. Anyway, that's Austin, Uncle Ricky, Aunt Barbara. Again, good to see you here. I've got a funny feeling right over there.
Yeah.
In that camper right there, that vibe sitting over there with the Ford pickup truck in front of it. I bet you she's watching. She's probably lurking. If not, she's taking a nap.
Did you say hello to Don and Bear?
Did not. Proud that Don and Bear are here. RV BFE. That's what we are doing too. Headed back to sell the house, have the same worry about Fed raising interest rates. Yeah, we got to get out from under them. We have procrastinated to the point where it may end up costing us thousands if we don't get rid of it in the next couple of weeks. So we need to do that. The Aloha Conch is here. And now you said Bear and Dawn, BFE, RV BFE, not Adventures in Xanadu?
Well, I see them here, and then it says Dawn and Bear are now BFE.
RV BFE
Was
formerly known as Adventures in Xanadu. That's Bear and Dawn. Okay, you'll have to tell us what the BFE stands for. I can't even. That racks my brain. You guys are awesome.
Anyway,
I'm headed to work. Have a great day. Love y'all. We love you too, man. Have a good day at work.
Absolutely, Austin.
Slow momentum. BJ is on my 6. That means that she is
following.
That's right.
She's got his back.
She's got his back. James Catanese is here. Hello, James. Proud that you're here.
They're doing a tiny house community at 1,000 Trails in Tennessee. I'm not at all surprised. Oh, best friends. Best friends ever.
Yeah, but BFE, best friends.
I'm trying to catch up on all of this.
Everlasting.
Everlasting.
Best friends eternally. Best friends. Enough already.
It's Bear and Dawn. That's
Bear and Dawn. That's who it is.
Right.
As I said, we're going to play a little RV trivia today.
Okay.
And these are not questions you haven't probably heard in the past on a multitude of various RV sites, but we're going to have fun with them. And I'm going to ask you not to Google the answers, just have fun with it, but you're probably going to Google them anyway.
Hey, Cindy.
Cindy Strange is here. That's half of One Strange Adventure, actually a fraction, because they got the kids and the dogs and, you know, but Cindy and Harold are One Strange Adventure, and that's Cindy Strange right there. If you have not checked out their channel, that is an awesome channel.
They're awesome people too. Ricky added some photos to my photo frame of a lot of, you know, because we had a bunch in there.
Right.
And they were just repeating over and over. And he added a whole bunch more. And he added one that, he added a couple with Cindy in there. Yeah. And it was me, Cindy, and Natasha and Bella.
Yeah.
I remember that picture.
The girls.
The girls.
Right. And that was at the RV show in Tampa. Yeah.
So anyway, he added a bunch of pictures. So y'all are just like right there in my head.
Well, one of the great pictures is around the campfire at Mayberry.
Oh, yeah.
And Harold is playing the guitar and Cindy is sitting there singing. And right next to them is Jason. Jason, the brother-in-law, has the harmonica. And then right next to Jason is Will. And he's on the cajon, and I'm kind of leaning over, you know, showing him a few beats on the cajon, and I think Bella is there as well. But it's a great campfire picture, one of my favorites on there.
But anyway, he updated our pictures.
Cindy says Harold's driving. We'll drive safe wherever you're headed to.
Yeah.
Let's see, Shanna Craft.
Mm-hmm.
And Dan the Vintage RVer, 7 likes, 13 watching. Come on, man. You know, hit the thing. You know the thing. That's our president. You know the thing.
Come on, man.
Was with certain inalienable rights. You know the thing. You know the thing. God, dog.
But anyway, we are looking forward to a winter of harvest of 1,000 Trails.
1,000 Trails.
We haven't done any yet, mainly because we already had plans made.
Yeah.
And commitments to make. So we're looking forward to a winter of running into anybody who's going to Florida this winter.
Yeah.
Anywhere in Florida.
We're gonna be up and down Florida.
Yeah.
Back and forth, up and down, and obviously Key West is going to be on the agenda, because we just absolutely love it. And hopefully Naples and that area, Fort Myers again.
We have to do Fort Myers because we didn't get to do Fort Myers.
We really want it. Yeah, because we had COVID.
We had COVID when
we did Fort Myers, but we never left the RV.
Well, I did looking for a COVID.
Yeah, we looked for COVID tests. But I was miserable, laid back in the Jeep, and she's out driving around from Walgreens to CVS and everything else, and it just are none.
At that time, there was none.
Yeah, we had COVID though, But Cindy says loved being able to hang out. We did too, Cindy. It was great. It was, and their video on Key West is pretty neat. So you need to go check that out as well. Had a big family
Florida for the winter.
Had a big family gathering this weekend and held vintage RV tours. I may have some new subs. Well, I hope so. Hey, by the way, I want to mention a hello to we were walking down to the beach this morning, and we passed this beautiful looking Airstream. Very unique. It wasn't your normal Airstream. This was a very sleek.
It was almost like an Airstream teardrop, but I mean twice a height. But
I think
very small.
It was Bob and Sue, I believe. Bob and Sue Stanley, I believe they said their names were. And I'm sorry, but if you guys watch this, because they said they watched us. And we were walking to the beach and had to comment on that Airstream.
Oh, yeah.
So I mentioned that the Airstream was awesome looking. And they said, yeah, we love it. This is the maiden voyage. They had just bought it and they took it out the first time here. And Sue says, are you guys the RV? And I said, the RV Underway? Yeah, RV Underway. And so they had gone to the YouTube and seen us. And she recognized me, I guess, from the beard. And so we had a conversation with them. It was great to meet. It's always great to meet folks that, go online and watch what you do and check out your videos. But more importantly, it's just great to meet people. And that's what we love the most about this RVing community on YouTube, is because it leads us to more opportunities to meet people.
Yeah.
And the last time we were here, we had a gentleman come up to us.
Yeah.
And he was on his bike, and it was the oddest situation because we had just gotten here and just gotten set up. I was still outside setting a few things up, and I had Cody, the dog, and we have to be careful with Cody. She can be a little aggressive, so we don't let strangers just walk up on her. And so I'm kind of holding her back, and this guy rides right into the campsite on his e-bike with his helmet on. And he goes, "Hey, Ricky, how you?"
We're not used to that still.
And he had sunglasses and a bike helmet on, and so my brain is just, the little gears are just turning and whipping around and accessing the memory bank and everything. And I finally just told him, I said, I'm going to have to I'll be honest with you, and I apologize, but I can't place you with the glasses and the helmet. I don't know who you are. And he goes, "Oh, you wouldn't know me." And I went, but you rode right up and called me Ricky. So they were fans, and it was good to see them as well.
Yeah.
But it's always good to see folks in the campsite. People are where it's at, Cindy.
Absolutely.
That is correct.
Absolutely.
But anyway, they took their RV out, and it was an Airstream, and very slick looking Airstream.
It was. I mean, I have to admit, I kept looking at it every time I walked, Cody.
Yeah.
I kept looking at it, thinking, that is so unique.
Not a big one. I want to say around 30 feet or less.
Oh, I think much less.
Maybe 25 feet or something like that.
Yeah, it was a small one.
Yeah. But it wasn't your typical round Airstream. It was a flat top and had kind of a wave to it. And the windows just kind of waved along the side. It was
So on the outside, I'm looking at it going, okay, the kitchen must be there, and that must be the way.
Well, RV folks, you start looking at things like, well, where's the refrigerator vent? Well, that'd be over there. It'd be the kitchen. Where's the bathroom dome? Most of them have a dome, a skylight in the bathroom or shower. So you look for that. You know where the shower is. So you can relatively tell what their layout is from looking at the outside. What is a base camp? Who's talking about base camps?
Cindy, almost looks like a cherry. Yes, that was it. It looked like a cherry.
That's right, exactly. And probably the name of it. I don't know. But anyway, great.
It was cool looking.
It did look like a chariot, exactly.
I don't believe I can go much smaller than a Class C now that I've had this comfort and this.
Well, the question's been asked, and I know that even folks that RV a lot ask themselves the same question. If you're a fifth wheeler, would you ever go back to a travel trailer? Or if you're a fifth wheeler, would you go forward to a Class A, B, or C? And if you're a Class A camper, would you ever go backwards to a fifth wheel or a travel trailer? You know, we never owned a travel trailer or a fifth wheel. Our first one was a small, well, it really wasn't that small, 38 feet.
And she was a wide.
Yeah, the wide body bounder. And then we moved up to a diesel pusher, which was actually 39 feet. And now we're in a 38-foot Class A. I have seen Wayward Waggs. Theirs is really the only fifth wheel that we've spent any time in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, them and we went and saw Becky and Fabian.
We did, and we were in theirs, but that has its own appeal. That space.
Oh, I love
that room and that space.
I'm a coward. I don't know that I could drive the truck and tow a fifth wheel. I don't know.
The only other thing about a fifth wheel, and I know fifth wheel owners will argue the point, but every RV we've owned, with the exception of the freshwater tank and your propane bay, every other bay, well, the battery bay, every other bay, and we're talking 6, 8 bays, and 4 of those are pass-throughs on this one here. 4 of the bays are pass-throughs, and the other 4 have a lot of space left. I don't know if owning a fifth wheel or a travel trailer, we could downsize.
I think we could.
Well, we'd have to do without a lot.
But it would have to be either a fifth wheel or a Class A. And the only reason I say a Class C is if there was just either the two of you or me and Cody.
Mel Nettie, living free, zip codeless, says we absolutely love our bus and will never go back.
I love your bus too.
They have a Prevost or a Prevost. Which is it? Which is it? Is it pronounced Prevost or is it pronounced Prevost? No, it's not a Ost because the T on the end you don't pronounce. It's a French Canadian name. Yeah. Prevost. I think it's pronounced Prevost. Anyway, we're thinking of selling our A and going to a Class C, about a 30-footer. You know, I'm not going to rule that out as we get older.
Right.
Downsizing. Prevost, yes, Prevost. But I did a video, the RV blowhard competition.
Right.
Video. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. You'd like it. And I said all the way through that video, I said Prevost. Prevost, the Prevost, the Prevost. I mean, it was hard enough for me not to say Prevost, you know. So I thought I was doing good. But anyway, the Prevost, they have a Prevost. And I don't know when the project's coming out, but there's a special project.
It's already out.
Uh-oh.
Are you talking about the Waggs?
The Wayward Waggs?
They got it out.
Good. I'll have to watch it, but I'm pretty sure that Prevost is...
oh, it is. It's wonderful.
There you go. All right.
And let me tell you what. I haven't done anything as far as decorating. Admittedly, I'm waiting until we get our chairs. We're going to replace.
Yeah, we're in the market. We're in the market to get rid of the couch and get us 2 recliners.
And when we get the recliners in, I'm going to be putting in a rug, area rug, and
a little table.
Curtains, and I'm going to tent curtains.
Well, she got all these ideas from Nettie.
Oh my gosh, you can't help it.
Where's your sew? Well, you got a sewing machine at the house.
I do at the house, and it'll be coming here.
You may have to travel with the sewing machine.
I will. I think I can sew curtains. That's about my limit.
Dan, the vintage RVer, says, I need one of them NASA astronaut Airstreams. That's when I first saw an Airstream, was on national television back during the moon, not the moon missions, but the Gemini and Mercury and all that stuff. And of course, they would always be in an Airstream. Cindy says she could go with a Super C.
I think I could do a Super C.
I would love a Super C.
But we're not in the market.
No, we're not in the market.
We're not in the market.
And probably won't ever own a Super C.
Well, again, once we get where we're older and we need to, because I think I could drive a Super C.
The thing about a Super C is you can drive a Super C anywhere. You get you one of them 6-wheel drive Super Cs and holy cow.
Anyway, I think I know I can drive a Class C.
Timmy Ray the King, good to see you here, Timmy Ray. Hey, everybody, he says. We technically won. LOL, that was our Class A before.
Well, yeah, but...
Oh, technically, blowhard competition. I got you. Yeah. No, he had an unfair advantage. He had audio dynamics or...
Oh, we just need to show up before anybody else shows up so we can get under the shed.
If gas keeps going up,
about 3 months early.
If gas keeps going up, consider a moped and a pup tent. That's going to be camping for a lot of folks. I know that we, over the past several live streams, we've talked about our plans are changing. They have to, and I know your plans are probably changing too. But I don't know anybody that is that wealthy where you roll in there. We rolled in when we filled up the last time. I know I mentioned the video. I got a short video on it. 63 gallons, 300, right at $390, almost $400 for 65 gallons, 64 gallons, somewhere in there.
That was a week ago, so you know the price.
The price has gone up. That was a week ago. Thank goodness we've only moved 30 miles from where we got that diesel fuel, so we're topped off. But we just can't afford it. Well, I don't know of anybody who really can.
The whole thing is, that's, for us at least, that's 2 weeks of camping at a, military base or a nicer campground.
Thank you, Cindy. Cindy and Harold and the family, they are almost at their destination, so they're going to drop off here. And
it was good having you here, and we're going to see you on the road.
It certainly was. Good to see y'all, and y'all be careful, okay? Enjoy yourselves. Have fun.
Yep. Nettie's saying the same thing, moving much slower, staying 21 days at each place. We planned 14 days, 21 days. Like I said,
we're just going to max out wherever we are. We'll just max it out until we had this conversation too. Is there light at the end of the tunnel? Not yet. And if it is, it's a damn train coming at you. Bear and Dawn say that's public school in there, Ricky. Prevost. That's there, Prevost. I drove that Prevost to Boise. No, I drove that Prevost to Boise, Illinois. The Aloha Conch, he had a Sound Blaster sound card in his phone. We are almost okay. Let's see what else we got. Yep, we're moving much slower, staying 21 days. You already read that.
Yep.
Diesel is $4.59 in my town, and gas is $4.19. Damn it! Holy cow!
You're living in heaven.
You're living in heaven right now. $4.59 for diesel. My gosh! It was with our discount, it was $5.91, and without credit was $6.08 a gallon. Like I said, that was a week ago, and I know folks are paying. They're actually having trouble out west because the diesel pumps, the signage for the diesel was only set up for 3 characters in the decimal point. One character, decimal point, 2 characters. So 9.99 was as high as they could go. So they're just tripping over to a 0. So it looks like you're paying, like, if it's $10.59, it's 0.59. You just have to understand you're paying $10, $10.59. But I printed out an old World War II A card, and put it in my windshield. Gas rationing. Boy, I hope we don't go back to Jimmy Carter days. Odd and even gas days. If your driver's license ended in an odd or even number, those were the days that you got to go get gas, if there was gas. Those were the days, my friend, we thought they'd never end. We singing loud. Who was that? Wasn't it Melanie?
I think so.
Melanie. I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key. James Catanese says, buy out oil for vehicles next. See if I'm right. Oh, be out of oil. Yeah. Well, everything made with oil now is going up. I noticed that a lot of stores on the national news are saying that a lot of stores, because it takes petroleum to make plastics.
Yeah.
And they're now charging $10 per plastic bag, 10 cents per plastic bag. So they're charging for the bags because the bags are going up. Yeah, odd and even, the 1970s. I remember that.
I remember, well, I had a Volkswagen Beetle, and I ran out of gas.
I think my daddy had a Ford LTD, and that thing drank some juice, boy.
Well, I had good mileage with my little Volkswagen Beetle, but I pushed it to the limit, then I got in line, and this was on base.
We didn't worry about it.
I got online, and I ran out of gas before I got to the pump, and these guys pushed my car to the pump.
We didn't worry about
no.
gas mileage. No, we didn't. I mean, gas mileage wasn't really anything you talked about. That started coming about in the late 70s, early 80s, when you started buying economical cars, and the Mazdas came out with the Wankel engine. And yeah. All right, here's our first trivia question. Caught you off guard, didn't I? Here's our first trivia question. And basically, what's it say there? Murphy's at Walmart does $4.70 for diesel and $4.30 a gallon. Timmy Ray, remind me where you are. Louisiana?
He's in Louisiana.
Yeah. Oops. Oil change per quart is now close to $10 for each. Yeah, I know. Wow. I did the oil change on this puppy, and took right at 18 quarts, which was 4 or 5 gallon. No, 4. Anyway, I can't do math. It's horrible. But it was over $100 worth for just the oil. Then I had to pay for the filter and everything else.
Yeah.
But the oil was over $100.
Yeah. Well, I got to take my car in for an oil change.
I know.
Soon.
I need another GMC Pacer.
I remember the Pacer.
That thing looked like a fishbowl.
Big windows.
Remember the Gremlin? Yeah. Looked like the back was chopped off of it. The Gremlin and the Pacer.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember them.
And the Lecar. Lecar. Ford imported these things from France called the Lecar. Okay. It was a little bitty, you could all, 3 good high school football players could lift it up because we did it all the time, move the car around. One teacher had a Lecar, and we'd move it around. All right, here's your first trivia question. I'm going to try and keep track on this piece of paper. The first one with the correct answer, I'm going to keep track of it here, and we have a $10 Amazon e-gift card. Now, at the end of these 10 questions over the course of the next, say, 50 minutes, oh, no, gosh, no, we're already well into this. Over the course of the next 20 minutes or so, I'll keep track, and then if we have, like, say, 4 people all had one correct answer, then we'll put those into the little spinner, and we'll spin them up and choose a winner that way, okay?
Okay.
All right. How many households own RVs today? I'm going to give you 4 answers. Choose one of these. How many households own RVs today? 800,000, 25 million, 1.3 million, 2 million. How many households own RVs today? All right. So let's see who has Tuesday. No, it's not Tuesday. It's not the correct answer.
You read it incorrectly.
We are looking for a Class C, hoping the prices come down a bit. How many households own RVs? How did I read it incorrectly?
You said at 1.3, and it's not. It's 9. The answer, or that answer would be 9.3.
Well, thanks for giving it away.
Well, I'm saying you read it wrong.
Oh, did I?
You read it
wrong.
So
the correct answer is Dan?
The correct answer...
The correct answer is 9.3, but I didn't say 9.3
no, you said
as an option.
1.3, so that's why they're saying... So anyway.
25 billion? Woo! That's a lot. That's every person in China and India.
Hello, Nursing Our Travel Bug.
Hello, Nursing Our Travel Bug. Great. 25 quadrillion. 25 quadrillion. That's Dan, the vintage RVer. He got that one right, even though I read it wrong.
You read it wrong.
Dan has won. All right.
Dan says he just knows the answer is C.
Yeah. All right. Here's one. I know, yeah, the answer is C. For those of you who have arrived late, we are at Lake Eufaula, one of our favorite places on the Alabama side of Lake Eufaula at Hardridge Creek Corps of Engineer Campground. We love it here, and we're going to be here for a couple of weeks. All right, here's question 2.
Okay.
Remember, we're playing for a $10 Amazon e-gift card. Miss Barbara will shoot that right out to you as soon as this is over. Okay, all right. This is a fairly easy one. What is the most visited national park? Is it Glacier? Is it the Great Smoky Mountains? Is it the Grand Canyon? Is it Yellowstone? What is the most visited national park? And Johnny's Journey will argue this point with you every time. And let's see. Yes, James, it is the Great Smoky Mountains. So James Catanese has won. Great Smoky Mountains, 10.7 million people visited there last year. And we had this question at Mayberry, the first Mayberry. It was part of a trivia. I think the Art of RVing was doing the trivia.
Right.
And he said it was Yellowstone. From his trivia information, said it was Yellowstone. And boy, Johnny's Journey jumped all over him.
So did Susan.
Johnny said there is no way. It's got to be the Great Smoky Mountains. And according to ours, it is the Great Smoky Mountains. And that's from the website from the nationalparkservice.gov. Okay. So there you have it. Dan, the vintage RVer, with 1 point, and James with 1 point. This is for the road trippers. U.S. Route 20.
Okay.
Route 20 is the longest road in America, not Route 66. It is U.S. Route 20, stretching from Newport, Oregon, to Kenmore Square in Boston, Massachusetts. How long is it? And you correct me if I get these numbers wrong. How long is the longest road in America, which is Route 20? Is it 2,223 miles? Is it 3,365 miles? Is it 6,879 miles? That'd be a wiggly road right there. Or is it 1,124 miles? How long is Route 20? Nursing our, well, let's see here. It's actually Mel and Nettie. Nursing Our Travel Bugs, you were close. It's 3,365 miles. 3,365 miles. If you can't tell by now, I'm dyslexic. But anyway, 3,300 miles, good round figure, but the actual answer was 3,365 miles. And that's Mel and Nettie. They have 1 point as well. Mel and Nettie have 1 point. Okay. Second one, answer B. That's Dan the Vintage RVer. Second one, answer B. Wow.
I have no idea on that.
Wow.
This is a good
Didn't
question.
know you would have options. Ha ha ha. Yeah, 27 million miles. Woo! 27 million miles. That means that Route 20 goes to Uranus and back.
All right.
The road goes to Uranus and back. Okay, too bad Dustin's not here. Well, Papa Drew was here. I don't know if he's still here, but he'd have something to say about Uranus. So, all right, Dan has one, James Catanese has one, and Mel and Nettie, our moderators, have one. And it looks like everybody's going to have a chance because I'm probably just going to spin to win this one. Okay. Nursing a Travel Bug says, that road is done. I don't know that I've ever been on Route 20 from Oregon on the West Coast all the way over to Massachusetts.
I don't think I have either.
I haven't either. But,
next question, please, Timmy Ray says.
Okay, next question. Next question. According to a survey by KOA, what percentage of teens would be happy to unplug their devices on a camping trip? Is it 28%, 54%, 12%, or 71%? I'll give you those again. 28%, 54%, 12%, or 71%. What do you think is the number, the percentage of teens who would unplug for an RV weekend or camping? James says 4%. Nursing Our Travel Bug says 28. 54, 12. Timmy Ray says 54. Nursing Our Travel Bug says 0.01%. Probably more accurate right there. But actually, the number is surprising. No one got it right yet. Hi, Dan, blah, blah, blah. They've already forgotten what
the options were, and so have you.
Yeah. 0%. Nope. There you go. Nursing Our Travel Bug says 71%. 71%. That surprises me.
That surprises me. And it probably surprises Nursing Our Travel Bug.
Surprises me they remembered it.
Oh, they probably looked it up.
Travel Bug.
Woohoo!
Travel Bug has one. All right, next question. Hiking is the most popular camping activity. What mountain is commonly held as the most hiked in the USA? Hiking is one of the most popular camping activities. What mountain is commonly held as the most hiked in the U.S.? Is it Mount Ida at the Rocky Mountain National Park in Colorado? Is it Mount Hood in Oregon? Is it Mount Monadnock in New Hampshire? Or is it Stony Man, Shenandoah National Park in Virginia? Mount Ida, Mount Hood, Mount Monadnock. I keep saying that wrong. It's Monadnock or Stony Man. Let's see who gets this one. Peak, Pikes Peak. No, not Pikes Peak. That wasn't one of the answers. Well, Stony Man, no. Mount Hood, no.
You didn't click. You don't know what the answer is yet. Okay.
Mount Hood in Oregon, no. The New Hampshire one. Well, what's it called? I stumbled over it several times. Surely you know how to spell it by now. As many times as I stumble, I have taken the pen apart. I'll never be able to write down the winners. Look, I broke the pen.
I think you did that on purpose.
I guess that the answer is going to be whoever can spell Mount Monadnock. Yeah, Monadnock. I'll take that. Okay, so on the board, we have Dan with one, James Catanese with one, Mel and Nettie have one, and Travel Bug has two. With 5 questions down and 5 to go.
Oh, mercy.
It's actually spelled, I'm going to spell it for you. Mount Monadnock, which is Monadnock, an estimated 125,000 people climb each year. It's one of the most hiked in the world. Okay? And traveling Merton and Sue say 25 million. That's a couple of questions ago. But they could be on, they could have lag, so they're just now answering the earlier question. All right, let's move along. We have 14 minutes left in this live stream. What percentage of Americans camped last year, including RVs and tents?
Okay.
What percentage of Americans camped last year, including RVs and tents? Now, you'll have to pay close attention. Is it 12%? Is it 42%? Is it 86%? Or is it 61%? How many or what percentage of Americans camped last year, including RVs and campers? Is it 12%, 42%, 86%, or 61%? What percentage of Americans camped last year? And we got James Catanese and Idle Cruises with 42. Mel and Nettie and Travel Bug says it's 86. I don't know. Walking Wondering say 86%. Mel and Nettie have the correct answer. It's 61% of Americans. 61% of Americans camped at least one night last year. So Mel and Nettie have 2. Dan has 1. James has 1. Mel and Nettie at 2, and a tie with Travel Bug at 2. Okay. Traveling Merton and Sue say Yellowstone. Merton, Sue, right below our live stream, there's a timeline and there's a button that says live. You may be lagging behind. We're actually, of course, by the time they hear this, it's going to be... I just thought about that. You can type it to them, though.
Somebody already did.
Oh, somebody already did. Oh, yeah, they need to catch up. Okay, let's move along to the next question. Question number 7. And I'm going to leave this wide open. You just give me the best answer. We're going to choose the best answer because this is a fairly simple one for our viewers. Yeah. What is boondocking? Hurry up. First one. What is boondocking? What is boondocking? What is boondocking? Is it keeping your camper at a permanent seasonal site? Off-grid, no hookups. Well, Idle Cruises says dry camping. That's really it. So, yeah, it really is dry camping. Off-grid, no hookups. I get it, Mel and Nettie, but they got to it first. No sewer, no electric, no water. That's correct, Idle Cruises. Dry camping. So Phil and Sandy have won. The actual closest to the verbiage on the trivia question was Mel and Nettie, but dry camping is same thing. Not really free camping, James. Sometimes you have to pay to boondock, but it is no water, no sewer, no electric.
I like camping and fetching water every day because Bella used it all.
Oh, where the space shuttle docks its boom. Idle Cruises. Yeah. Hello. You got to say hello right in there. You got to get down a little bit. There you go. This is Michael. He's our eldest. His birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday, Michael. Woohoo. Everybody say happy birthday to Michael. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Yes, off-grid or dry camping. Idle Cruises. Phil and Sandy, they get that one. Michael's going to spend the afternoon with us?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Let's see.
And then we're going to go to town and have dinner tomorrow.
Yeah.
And celebrate your birthday. What movie do you want to see?
I want to see the Jurassic Park movie.
Okay.
I want to see Top Gun.
Well, we'll probably end up paying for his movie because I'm not interested in the Jurassic Park movie, but Maverick I got to see.
I've seen all the Jurassic Parks except for the new one. I've got all of the new ones.
Phil and Sandy say happy birthday, Michael. The family at Nursing Our Travel Bug says happy birthday. Melanetti, happy birthday. James Catanese, happy birthday. Howdy, neighbors. RVBFE.
Nursing Our Travel Bug sees that you're a Red Sox fan.
And
Nursing Our Travel Bug.
I got family that's Red Sox.
Yeah,
Oh, I got you.
family.
I'm more of a Tampa Bay fan than a Red Sox.
Oh, he's more of a Tampa Bay fan. Go Reds, James Catanese says. Isn't that Peter from, isn't that his team? Peter from Family Guy?
Yeah.
He's Red Sox.
And he's more or less a Patriots fan.
But he also had they had a farm league in his little town, Quahog, which is the Quahog Brewers or something. Yeah. All right. What's the difference between a Class B and a Class C motorhome? And I'm going to read 4 answers. Choose from these 4 answers. What's the difference between a Class B and a Class C motorhome? Class C motorhome has a detachable cab. Class C motorhome has a detachable cab. A Class C has a wide body and an overhead bunk area. A Class B is more slender and built on a van chassis. Class B is used to denote diesel engines, and Class C is used to denote gasoline engines. A Class B is larger than a Class C. There's only one correct answer there, and I'll take an abbreviated answer for it. Wide body overhead bunker. Let's see. Idle Cruises got that one. Yes, indeed, a wide body and an overhead bunker. Overhead bunk area.
Nursing Our Travel Bug did say second one.
That doesn't count.
Okay.
Well, do you want to give them both the answer?
Give them both the answer because they were both right.
Okay. Well, in that case, Nursing Our Travel Bug was right.
But it took longer to type in wide body overhead bunker. They need
So
more credit for
you
it.
think, see, all rules are final, and we get to adjust the rules as we go. So we're gonna award that to Travel Bug and to Phil and Sandy.
Okay.
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 And that puts Travel Bug out ahead with 3. Mel and Nettie with 2. Phil and Sandy with 2. James Catanese, he's asleep at the wheel. Wake up, James. You got 1. And Dan, the vintage RVer's out siphoning gas. So he's got 1. Let's move on to question number 9. Question number 9 is this is one that has been in every RV trivia game we've ever played. So you should know the answer to it. What year was the first motorized RV built? What year was the first motorized RV built? Was it 1894? Was it 1964? Was it 1943? Or was it 1910? I'm not repeating those. Good luck. Monondoc. Merton. Merton and Sue. They're watching the replay. All right, we got the correct answer. Who is it, Miss Barbara?
Nursing Our Travel Bug.
Holy cow, are you serious?
Yeah. 1910.
It was 1910. I mean, that. Good grief. It wasn't just a few years before that, 1776. Yeah, it was a Conestoga covered wagon. It wasn't just a few years before 1910 that Ford came out with his Model A.
Hey.
Mass produced it. And I mean, shortly after that, somebody found out how to strap a house on the back of that thing. And, all right, final question. And really no one has a chance at beating Nursing Our Travel Bug at this point. So this is worth 2 points.
Oh.
This could tie it up. If anyone other than Nursing Our Travel Bug with it, well, if Mel and Nettie or Phil and Stacy are within striking distance if they get this 2-point bonus. And nursing, yeah, nursing our travel bug is out there going, hey, you're rigging this thing against me. All right, here we go. This is the final question. What percentage of campers primarily use an RV?
Okay. Write down
What percentage of campers primarily use an RV? Is it 22%, 39%, 63%, or 5%? What percentage of campers primarily use an RV? Is it 39%? Is it 22%, 63%, or 5%? Nursing our travel bug.
They're obviously on the
Boom,
same site
boom. There you go. Well, we know who our winner is. Nursing our travel bug. That's Bill and Natasha and Will and Bella, and the dog's name?
Bernie.
Bernie is the dog. Well, congratulations. We had fun with that. We got about 3 minutes left. Again, congratulations, Nursing Our Travel Bug. That was a fun little game. We are here at the Corps of Engineer Campground at Hardridge Creek on Lake Eufaula. We'll be here for a couple of weeks.
Yep. And
then we're headed up to Montgomery.
We're headed up to Montgomery at the end of the month. We're going to meet up with some friends up there.
Who are we going to meet?
We're going to meet Michael and Shelley, Arctic RV Adventure. They're having the dedication of the Cobar Towers.
Is it the dedication of the Cobar Towers or the dedication of the Enlisted Man's Museum?
Well, they kept saying Cobar Towers, but I believe it's the Enlisted Man Museum.
Yeah, but yeah.
Anyway, we're going to meet up with them for a couple of days, and we will be back down here in this area for a few more days. And the 23rd of July will be in Pensacola, which means the house must be empty and on the market before then. So he's got to have a bunch of things to do this week.
If you've not watched the Blue Angels RV Park review we did, that's one of our most popular videos. Yeah. Hint, hint. Go check that out. But that's what we'll be going back to. The only difference is instead of staying on the water and electric only sites, we'll be over on Battleship Row where they have full hookups and concrete pads.
Yeah, we're going to be with full hookups.
And how long will we be there?
We're going to be there from the 23rd until July through the 8th of August. And then from that point in August, we'll be looking to go to Colorado. So we'll be making our little trip up to Colorado. Hopefully, that's still the plan. It's still the plan. So.
Timmy Ray the King. Hey, Reggie, there's a question for you. And my question, who is the host of the Midnight Special TV show? Was it Wolfman Jack, Kenny Ray the King, or James Carter? It was Wolfman Jack.
Okay.
I do believe. I remember the Midnight Special.
I remember the show, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
Because.
And Mel and Nettie, we'd like to thank y'all, our moderators today. Thank you for hanging in there. We want to thank all of y'all for spending your Sunday afternoon with us. We really appreciate it. If you've not subscribed to our channel, I think all of you have, so I'm just going to hush right there. And we thank you. And we thank our members as well. Thank y'all for being here. And we hope you have a great Sunday evening and a great week ahead. I got to get a dumpster and start cleaning out a house so we can sell it because
that's what I came over to find out when you had that set up.
What, you going to help?
I'll help during my time frame I'm off.
Free labor.
Woo! Gotta go.
Gotta go.
Gotta go. We love y'all. Have a great Sunday. Have a great week. Until we see you again, fair winds and following seas.